So there are some sports teams who have some of the best uniforms in the league, and then there are some that are, all right, okay, but then there are some uniforms that teams obviously need to be changes. So today we're going to be looking at 10 sports teams who I think need new uniforms. So let's begin, shall we? Coming in number 10 is the New York Jets. Now these ones right here on the left, I thought they were the most best, cleanest, nicest looking jerseys I've ever seen. And these ones we have today, aren't even as good as the ones we had back in the 2000s, 2010s, and the 90s. Like, what are these? Are they supposed to be like soccer jerseys? Like, I mean, the throwback one's good, but these three, I mean, the white one's okay, but I don't even like the black uniforms. Why not just go back to your original dark green, white jerseys? Like, just do that. Do something that's kind of like, not was not broken, Jets. Like, yes, they clearly haven't been winning in a long time, but just do something about it. Next up we have is the Toronto Raptors. Oh yeah, the Toronto Raptors. I mean, their jerseys right here, they were iconic back in the days with the Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady era. Those were nice jerseys, and people loved them. But the black and red, I mean, I was sort of into them for a little bit, but then I was realizing, nah, they're not as good as they once were. Like, maybe you should just go back to like your old Raptor style, like something that's more Jurassic. Like, maybe put a little bit of dinosaur at the front, like maybe doing a basketball dunk, and maybe you can add some purple and black on it. Like, do some purple and black on it. Just make it look iconic again. Like, do it. Just go back to something Jurassic. Just do it. Just please put the dinosaur back on. Just make it so Jurassic again. Just do it. Next up, we have the Anaheim Ducks. Now, yeah, they were originally the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, but they became the Ducks. Now, I really loved the jerseys you see here on the left. Those were one of my favorite jerseys growing up as a hockey fan. And now they changed it to these boring orange jerseys. And they're not even as good as they were as these ones. Okay, yeah, it's all because of Disney, but I don't care. Like, maybe you could have done a lot better. Like, add another black jersey or something. Just do it. Maybe add a black jersey or something. Maybe do something about it. Like, instead of having such orange all over the jerseys and all over the uniforms. I think they really could have done a lot better if they just like made another jersey, or maybe they could have added less orange just on there. Maybe not a whole lot. Maybe just you could have done some black. You could have done some white. You could have done even a little bit of anything. You could have done something with it, but they decided to do that. But maybe obviously they changed these uniforms. You were able to add another black jersey in there, and maybe not add so much orange on the orange jerseys. If they do that, I'd be on board. Next up, we have the Miami Marlins. Okay, these ones were obviously really nice when they were the Florida Marlins, and their orange black jerseys were the favorite jerseys I loved as a Marlins fan. During the Giancarlo Stanton, Christian Yelich, Jose Fernandez, God rest his soul days, those were nice, but these ones are atrocious to me. Like, why? Like red and blue and black and all that, and like, I used to be a Marlins fan only because of these jerseys right here. Not these ones though. I didn't grow up with these that much though. I wasn't born yet when I really wasn't into these this much until I got into baseball in 2013. But these ones were one of my favorites though. I love these ones so much. And now these ones I am not a fan of, as always has been. Like, no. Maybe in a way you can just try to do something that's kind of like what they were during the Giancarlo Stanton, Christian Yelich days. Maybe no, you can do something orange. You could do something black. Maybe you could do enough. Maybe you could do one of those like as well. Like, And maybe you could do something that's kind of bluish as well. Just, yeah, maybe you could do something that's kind of like that. Go back to those days. Just do it. Next up we have, and there's a lot of NBA in this one, we have the Jazz. Now, the Karl Malone jerseys, where they wore back at the Karl Malone, John Stockton days, those were nice. And the ones they had with Gordon Hayward, Donovan Mitchell, and Rudy Gobert, they were solid. But these ones right here, as you can see, are atrocious. The worst jerseys I've ever seen. Unlike the Cleveland Browns jerseys, I hate it. I really don't think they're that bad, but these ones are just atrocious as they are. Like, this color does not work as well. And I know they are just been like revealing some jerseys and they're changing them, but these ones are the worst I've ever seen. But they kept the Karl Malone one, the Karl Malone jerseys. Like the ones they wore back in the Karl Malone days, they kept it. But maybe you can go back to like having some purple with like they wore during the Karl Malone days. And then you can obviously put some black. Maybe put a little bit of the mountain in there representing Utah. Maybe that work. And get rid of these ones. No one wants to see these ones. Next up we have, this one's really going to make a lot of people probably mad at me. The Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a fireable event. Okay, look. The one they wore from the 90s, I did not like them at all. I don't like their classic uniforms. Like, wasn't even a fan of the logo they had of the Jaguars back in the 90s, the 2000s, early 2010s. Like, that logo was horrible. These ones, in my defense, they were a lot better. I loved the helmet. I loved the colors. I loved the uniforms. And I know a lot of people really hate their, color rush jerseys that they had. But these ones, I'm not a fan of either. Okay, the black one right here, the alternate black, that's pretty decent, but the turquoise jerseys are horrible. Horrible, horrible. And it doesn't even compare to what you see right here. It doesn't even compare to what you see with these ones that they wore from 2013 to 2017. I love these jerseys. I used to be a Jaguars fan because of their uniforms. And now, these ones, I'm not a fan of anyways. Maybe go try and do something that's kind of like, maybe add some gold in there, maybe some bit of turquoise or some teal on the jerseys, and try to imagine, try to do like a little bit of a concept that feels like more of those 2013-17 uniforms. I would love those, but these ones I really, really don't like. These ones are so atrocious to me. Next up at number 4 we have is the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, the team used to be in Vancouver, which they began, but they were terrible, so they relocated to Memphis in 2001. Man, their jerseys back then, when they were in Vancouver, they were really awesome jerseys, not the best, and they had a pretty cool logo. And when they wore today, they just have a blue bear. And the jerseys, the jerseys work well, but light yellow and blue, not sure, but they're pretty connected colors. When they wore in the Ja Morant days, it's pretty okay. But I don't think anybody appreciates a blue bear with yellow eyes. If you were going to change the logo, maybe you should change your logo to maybe like a brown bear. Maybe you can obviously, kind of like do that, or just any type of thing you want to do with the Grizzlies bear logo. And maybe even do something that's like kind of like do something that's more iconic to like what you had with these Grizzlies jerseys back then. Or maybe maybe you could do something that's kind of like what you did with your Memphis days, like anything like that. And which I know I could definitely go buy a Grizzlies hat if it had the old Grizzlies logo, which I know I could go buy. But anyways, a blue grizzly bear today, some of them are pretty cool when they first arrived in Memphis, but the blue, I'm not sure about that. But if you were to do that, I think try and do something that's kind of like more and more and more and more. Like, like something that represents nature, something that represents something of a grizzly bear. Something that's more and more and more kind of like nature-ish grizzly, kind of. Next up, we have the New England Patriots. Okay, the Tom Brady era jerseys they were actually pretty good. And the one from the 80s, those were elite. And then as soon as Brady left, we're like, yeah, we're not doing these anymore. We're not doing them anymore. And these ones are not as good as they were with Tom Brady left. But the throwback's pretty good. I mean, it's okay, but what I dislike is their pants, I dislike their pants that they wear. And the shirt and the white jersey with like the red and blue white stripes that they have on the sleeves doesn't work for me at all. Like, come on, try and go back to your like Patriot right where you had with Tom Brady or anything. Just do something about that. Sure, yeah, they changed him after Brady left, but you didn't have to change those. You really didn't have to change those. Like, you didn't really need to do anything about it. You really didn't need to. If you want to do something about it, like about these ones today, right here, go back to the ways that you had with Brady. Like, do something that's more like, Patriot way instead of that's something Tom Brady. Like, maybe you could do something with these pants. Maybe you could do some, like, not always, like, try and feel like it was the color rush a few years ago. And something that's more American that way. Or maybe you could do something that's like, when you had with Tom Brady. Something in a way. So yeah, Patriots need to change their uniforms. Next up, going back to baseball, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks, or the Arizona D-backs. Now, these ones that they wore with, the purple, the green, and all, and especially the black, they were very, very nice jerseys. And now the ones they have today, well, okay, technically they changed the uniforms a lot. But they're black, they're red, and now the teal in there. These ones, I'm not a fan of the teal in there. I mean, the ones they had from 2016 all the way to like 2023, they were the nicest jerseys. And don't get me started on the City Connect one. I really don't like it. I think the Diamondbacks should go back to like having like, black and purple. And the Rockies had to be like, copy us. Let me something about that. And I don't know, maybe you can do another red jersey as well. And something that is, get rid of the teal and all. Like maybe you could do something purple, maybe you could do something black, or maybe you could just like get rid of the teal and like just do red and black. That would be nice though. The teal, or like the turquoise, no, that won't work with me. So yeah, maybe something that's not broken. Like don't fix something that's like more desert, not something that's more boring to us all. And something, that was more iconic back in the day. Something more that was so cool. And number one, the Minnesota Timberwolves, you would have guessed. They went from like the coolest jerseys, like the coolest throwbacks, to the KG eras with the trees, to this. Like the light blue, the dark blue jerseys we have now. Like, what are they? Are they supposed to be like high school jerseys or something? I used to think they were pretty cool, and now they're just like, no, they're not as good as we were. But now that Glenn Taylor has sold the team, it's better you just do something with Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry. Like, maybe they could do something, like do something that's Minnesota nature, Minnesota wild, maybe something that represents the 10,000 lakes, or represents something that's more Timberwolfy. I don't know, maybe add the trees back on the side. Maybe that's something like you did during with the KG days. Please, A-Rod and Mark Lowry, just please change these uniforms and just represent something that's more Minnesotan. Give us the trees. Just do it. Just please do it. Please, please, A-Rod and Mark Lowry. Please, A-Rod and Mark Lowry. Please change these uniforms. Please, 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 please bring the trees back, please. Please do it. And this is going to be all for the video, everybody. You already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate you guys. And I'd like to say this will be the last video, as I'll be heading into college soon, as I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm not sure when I'll get a video out about when I move in, but hey, I'll keep you all posted, and as always, I will keep you all posted soon, as always, I will see you in the next one.